For me, so my purpose doing this is that climate crisis is such an existential threat to all of us, and just not just our future, but everyone's future and also everyone's presence, because we can see the climate crisis escalating in front of our eyes. We see the floodings, the heat waves, everything. So we have to fix this problem.
Yeah, and think also out of responsibility for the next generations and think about how they're gonna live. So, for example, like in my family, I have a child which is like 1 year old, and I'm thinking like about how is he gonna live? And I think also out of this responsibility.
I saw the first climate strikes happening in late 2018, early 2019, and I was like, oh my gosh, people are caring about this, and that's such a threat for us. I have to do something too. But I was afraid to skip school for it, so I started to get involved in a podcast that came out of the Fridays for Future movement at the time. And later I joined my local group, and then from there on things took over and things happened. And
yeah, so I think like for me it was COVID-19 which politicized me and showed me like that the youth has like no voice in politics. And then I also started to care about other political topics, and one of them was the climate crisis. And then I went to the Greenpeace youth, but I wasn't happy in this group because I didn't felt like I could really change something. And then I went to Fridays for Future, and it was like, oh my god, we can like get 2,000 people to the streets in a city which is like not that big, like Berlin, for example. And that was like a moment for me to wake up and see I can change something.
So I am active in the movement since 2019, so I had this like huge wave of people joining, like the hundreds of thousands of people in the street, and then it kind of fell from there, and we had to still have some years with lower involvement. But I feel like that's very natural for a movement, because movements always happen on those waves, and there will be a time where we'll get hundreds of thousands of people in the streets again. So I feel like we had a wave of people who were being really angry in the streets and joining us, and then people were educated and felt like things were getting better. And now we see not everything's actually getting better. We are exiting coal right now, but politicians are trying to get into gas right now, so we have to change that. And I think this will create a new wave, and people will feel angry about it again. Yeah.
But I also think that we can grow, and I don't think that we are on the streets to get many people there, but we are on the streets to change politics. And if it will work with less people, then it's also good. And yeah, that's why we're doing this.
I feel like the biggest point in that is we're not doing this for fun. We're doing this because climate crisis is an existential threat and we have to fix it. So the people joining us in the streets, they see the same issue as we do. And however many people there are, politicians have to do their job and fix climate crisis. It's not our job to do that. I think it's the same with talking about climate targets and stuff like that. It's like every single bit counts, and you have to do everything in your power to change something. And even if it's like very small, when you're local politicians, you can build the cycling lane and you can remove the parking space for the car, and that's something working towards the bigger goal. So everything you do will have an impact, and I think it's really important to understand that and act like that.
Yeah, and also like being pessimistic, but also like optimistic is like in a way comfortable way, because you always say, oh, everything's gonna bad or everything's gonna good. I think like being an activist is like another way to deal with the problems, and yeah.